Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, YouTubers. This is Jerry Diamond with How to Get Out of Babylon. And I'm going to do a series of short videos on cold weather survival, and an old Indian trick for starting fires. Might save your life. And it involves thinking outside the box. Where have you heard that before? Okay, so I'm going to deal with a few of the things that have helped me in the conditions I've been under, basically survival conditions. And you can see I'm obviously not real warm right now. This is one item that I would really recommend everyone get. They're like $10 on eBay. Came really fast. Boom. Ooh, it's gone up 3 degrees, 46. It's always amazed me whether a tent or a building, the number of, okay, Windows 42. But you can just ping it all over. 45. Earlier, everything that I pinged was 43. So body temperature has been raising it a little bit. You can ping it behind you. I must have pinged my head. Unless that is really, no. Yeah, 45. I'll shoot it to the south. Check that window. 44, and the ceiling over there in the back part, that should be a little bit colder. Yeah, 43. So, laser gun. I really wanted to check with the fire going. I've talked about the striation or the, different levels of temperature, whether it's starting at 80 at the ceiling when you go to bed. It's nice to have it to 80, and then because it's 80 up there, and then 70, 60, 40 might be freezing at your feet. Which, speaking of your feet, next item that's helped me a lot, and I'm really glad I got a bunch of them, because I had 2 of them here for a while, and I found 2 more. These are like for your romper room, kid play areas, and you get them in different colors, but I got all brown. And they interlock, and they're really nice. The difference between having your feet on a cold floor and on one of these is like night and day. So that's another, I'm going to drop that down to the floor so I can put my other foot on it. I've got both my feet on one of them. Those are nice, really nice. And then I'm going to reiterate once again, I decided that because I used the bellows so much at the different fires I take care of, that I was going to get, just keep one in my pocket. I keep a pen in there just for tensioning it, because the drawstring doesn't really keep it closed. So, and this is the one that I got. These are actually tighter, much tighter than the marshmallow hot dog roaster one. You can see that one there sticking out. I use that one a lot here. I mean, just constantly. This one is not quite as long, but it's always, I have it always with me in a pocket, and so I can use it consistently. Ouch. Much tighter. It doesn't leak air at the joints like the hot dog one does. So, and this is, like I said, it's about 6 inches, about 5 inches each section, so it's about 30 inches long. The other one's 42-ish. But that is, I don't know if I mentioned it. I think I did, maybe I didn't, but I'm going to mention it now. During the Civil War, soldiers used those a lot. They would, in other words, they would take their barrel, a breech-loading barrel, and blow through it to keep their fires going. Life or death. Do what you got to do, and that's the kind of the point of these talks that I'm going to be doing. Think outside the box. Whatever works, you do it. Okay, so then this stove here is the a gas one. And I didn't know, they sold these in Y2K, and I mean, this is a butane cylinder, okay? These, see the little nozzle there, the little thing sticking up? And notice the notch, just in case you ever run across one of these or need to use one. The notch is critical, and that is the gas port, obviously. So during Y2K, they sold these ones that were not like that one. They're in a plastic case. And in the case, you could flip the thing open, put the can in, and cook with the case, with the stove in the case. This one is a stainless steel configuration, supposedly. This is not stainless steel, it's just pot metal. But the tray, the trivet, is stainless steel. So anyway, and obviously this is stainless and whatnot, so it's a nice little configuration. The other ones, though, you just slide the one latch open, maybe two latches, I don't remember. I've got two of them in the trailer here somewhere. I bought one on eBay a long time ago, and then they had them one time at Aldi's, and if you see something at Aldi's, buy it. I think it was 15 bucks. Really good price. But I found out later that you can also use propane. So you can use a 1 pound propane bottle. Okay. That one's obviously seen its better days. I borrowed Bill's torch to get the fire going, and that one's about empty. So I want to show you how to load both of them. You open this door, chuck that out of the way. And is this a professionally done video? No, I'm not doing professional videos at the moment because I'm just trying to get warm, but I'm trying to help you guys while I'm doing it, so deal with it. The notch has to go, there's this little spring-loaded lever here. The notch has to go up and catch that lever. I got to do this when I'm looking at it. And then the flange there, the neck, that flange there, has to go in front of this neck here, that U-shaped piece of metal there. C-shaped, I guess. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put that on there in front of it. Rotate it until that notch catches. It's in, it's in. That can be open or shut, no big deal, but I'm going to shut it. If you cannot push this lever down, you don't have the can installed right. Don't try to light it. It'll leak and might catch fire, and et cetera, et cetera. Okay, so it's down. It's in the down lock position. And then you just rotate this until you hear the click. Okay, then you might be able to see the little piezo. Yeah. Spark jump. Now watch this. When I turn, I like the can when the cans are in there. When you turn this off, boom, it disconnects. So it's a safety measure. All right. So that can's empty. I'm taking it out. And putting it aside. Okay, now you saw the little rod coming up. So with a propane rig, there's that same nozzle configuration that goes into the gas port. So I'm going to try to do this not left-handed. I have to hold the phone with my left hand, which I don't want to do because my left arm is getting damaged by microwave exposure to the tablet and the cell phone. Okay, I'm going to pause it. Okay, now the best way for me to do that is I hold the hose with my right hand and I get the thread started with my left. And then I tighten it with my right hand. And it's just finger tight. You just put your fingers on it and get it tight. Now you want to have the can, this hose, where it's going to be. Because if you move it, that hose could conceivably loosen the fitting there. So have the hose where the can is going to be. I'm going to pause it again and put the can on, which screws on. Very similar size fitting there, but it doesn't fit right on, so it's an adapter. Okay, I'm going to pause it. All right. You can see the logo there, gas one. Doo-doo-doo. Okay, so the propane bottle can be sitting somewhere. It can be right next to it. Obviously, this would be the butane, so that's designed to be that close to the flame. You don't want to put two of these together and put a big pot on it. You don't want to, build up heat over that butane can, or have this, by a grill or anything, either of them. So, okay, so that's installed. It's ready to go. You don't have to worry about the lever in this case, because that's just for the butane bottle. So now I'm going to fire it up, which is just turn this over and click. Okay, voila, you have heat for about 5 seconds, because the bottle's empty. I figured it might light up, and it did. So if I shook it up, warmed it up, whatever, if I sat on it, put it on my armpit for a while, I'd get another few seconds of heat, but I'm not going to worry about it, because I don't have any propane, and I don't have any butane. I don't have any propane in that little bottle. I have another bottle around here, but I don't know where it's at, and I'm not going to dig for it. So we are going to do the old Indian trick, Survival 101. Going to get a wood stove going. Right now I can smell propane, but it's just because the bottle's about empty. Okay, so I'm going to disconnect all that, and I'll do another video on the old Indian trick. You're going to love it. Any other cold weather things that have... Oh, one more thing here. This may seem trivial or stupid, but junk mail, Firestarter. Basketball preview. Now this has a glossy cover. Don't ever use glossy paper. It just doesn't burn well, and it's not good, and it can clog up your, your flue. So this has a couple or 3 or 4 glossy pages, but guess what? There's 100 and some pages of nice fire starting material in here. And what better use could you have for it than to start a fire with it? So I picked this up from Shirley. Every time we go somewhere, the gas station, anywhere, convenience store, she come out with like Thrifty Nickels and, Trader and blah, 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 and just anything that was good fire starting material, she would come out with a whole handful of them. So I picked up that good habit from her. So fire starting material, good stuff. Okay, that was it. Wax tray, wax paper, good. Anything with wax in it, wax paper plate, waxy paper plates, egg cartons. Of course, with the cardboard egg cartons, you can make your own fire starting stuff with lint and sawdust and whatever, and then pour wax on it. That's basically what your fire starter systems are waxy. So, all right, that's it. I'm going to cut this one off. thank you. Just like I said, I'm trying to help people. I'm sitting here in the cold while I'm doing it. So, hallelujah. All right. God bless everyone. Look up, if you're thinking about the Ozark Plateau, there's an Ozarks Set Apart, and it's kind of a clearing room, a messaging board, and whatever for people here to hook up with people moving here. And it's a Facebook page, Ozarks Set Apart. I'll put a link in the description if and when I get around to it, which I don't know if I have one tonight. I don't think I can find a round to it tonight, so I'm going to try to get warmed up here and try to figure out something to eat. Since my friend, informed me that you don't live here, so, okay, yeah, I got the message. I just went over to start a fire for him, and, amscray, so. Alrighty. Life is interesting, isn't it? So, alright, that's it. This is Jerry Diamond. If you're listening to this, you're the remnant. If you're the remnant, you're the remnant if you're listening to this. Bye-bye.